Hello, writing class. This should be either at the tail end of your first day of writing class without me, so you just finished reading the Randy Alcorn piece, or if that took the whole hour, then you'd be watching this on Thursday with the A class. So this video will be much shorter than the last, thankfully, and it's simply to get you set up for the writing in response to that piece you just read. What we call this assignment is the exit letter because it's the last thing that you write in this class. And it always happens at the end of the year, and it's written to yourself. So it's for your eyes only, really. But I do need to see that it's complete when I get back before you seal it in that envelope. That's not for me to spy on what you're writing, but simply to see that you did a thorough job and that you got a full page there done for. So what is the exit letter? Well, I do want to give a little background on the piece you just read before I get to those instructions. So you read The Good We Never Ask For because it's kind of the same style that you will be writing in, more laid back and casual than what we've tried to write in the past for essays or in short stories or something like that. This will be more straightforward and informal. Secondly, it's along the lines of the same theme I'm looking for in what you read versus what you're going to write. So we connected this idea of theodicy, this triangle, to not just the piece you just read, but like John Harper, his autobiography from way back in like second quarter when we did the Titanic. This idea of suffering with purpose, knowing that God will deliver you and transform you through the process. That's what I want to zoom in on in your own writing to yourself. So there's 3 steps to this. First off, I want you to get personal with yourself and think for a while before you write a single word. I want you to express what was hard for you to go through this year. And it doesn't need to be really dramatic. None of you are on the Titanic, and none of you were hopefully had a very deathly illness this year, so that's good. And here are some ideas for what you could write. And this, of course, is not comprehensive. There are many different things you guys have gone through that are not listed here. But some could be conflict with friends, difficulty with grades, stress overload, loss of a grandparent, loss of a pet that you were close to, conflict with parents, like constant fighting or something, physical injury, depression, working with a friend through mental illness. Maybe you are not the one experiencing depression, but you are with someone who is. That can be just as draining. Fighting in the home, not between you and your parents, but maybe between them, or frustration with God, and the list goes on and on. So think about on that list which ones you connect with, and that's the first thing that I want you to write in the letter to yourself. Just name it. There's a power that comes with simply putting a finger on what it is that is troubling you or that troubled you in the past. Second part of this letter to yourself is to not leave it at that list. I wrote down here on number 2, I would like you to ask God why he allowed you to go through that and to deal with those troubles, and what he wishes you to learn from that hardship. How have you become wiser because of your circumstances? Maybe that is crystal clear in your mind and you know exactly how God used it, but maybe you need to just think about it prayerfully. And as a note below that, it's fine if you don't arrive with a golden rule or a principle that you can take with you in a neatly worded sentence. Sometimes you just have to trust. Sometimes it is cloudy, nebulous about why you were led through those difficulties. If that's all you get on your letter, great. That's the heart of this assignment. But if you got time left in the hour and you have gone through all of those things that were listed above, then use the leftover space on your page to have some fun with this. This is a time capsule, and time capsules are fun because you will forget most of the things that go on in your 7th grade. But later on, when you open that thing back up, you will be pleased to reread some of the more minor details that you had forgotten. It's really fun because it was somewhere in your memory, but it was long gone. So when you dig it back up, it's really neat to relive those instances. So here's some just fun facts that you could use as fodder for what you want to do with the remainder of the space on your page. The simple things. How did you do at your game yesterday, whether it was baseball or volleyball? What was the funny thing that happened to your friend? What was that thing that happened at lunch or at recess or in class? How did you feel the moment before going onto stage for the musical, if you were one of the cast members? Or the moment it ended? Did you feel proud? What is your favorite food? What will you miss about CHA? What is your expectation of high school? That's not you guys yet. That's more applies to the 8th graders who do this assignment. How do you think that you will change as a person in the year to come? And what changes would you like to make? What do you hope to be? Who do you hope to be in a year from now? Sign that at the bottom and put the date at the top so that we know it's authentic. And then you would need to show it to me on Friday when I get back, or as soon as you see me again. Then I can give you the credit for doing this assignment. I will then be responsible for giving you the letter next year, and I hope that it is enjoyable for you to read. Without further ado, I still talked longer than I thought. You have the rest of the hour to be composing this letter. I will have envelopes up at the front. Pastor Nick will give you an envelope when you are completed. Please don't seal that because I still need to look and see that it's all finished. So just leave it open. But if you are completed with the letter and it's in an envelope, you can put that envelope into the inbox, and then you're done with that. Okay, that should be enough for writing class today. If you finish early, perhaps you have some other finals to be studying for, because I know that I believe math and science have bigger tests coming up, so that might be a good use of your time. I look forward to seeing you very soon. Bye.